Chip's all ready for bed. I got the sleeping bag all set up in the back there. Got the fire going, ward off most of the bugs. It seems to be doing a fairly decent job. It's still too early for dinner. It's too hot to really be digging. It's mid-70s still. I think I'm gonna go for a walk up here along the river and see if there's anything interesting, but I figured I would take you along. I've been taking pictures, scenery pictures of the area as I've just kind of been waiting for it to cool down a little bit. I was a little bummed out. I had a camera set up over here for a little while. About 5-10 minutes after I took it down, there was an eagle, bald eagle, that come flying right in front of where it would have been, carrying a fish. So I might have caught a little bit of the eagle. We'll see if it turns out. This is a gold-bearing river, so I have actually found my first picker here. It was probably 20 years ago. I used to spend a lot of time around these areas, cutting firewood and stuff with my dad. So. But there was also a lot of Indians in the area way back in the day, so you never know. You could find arrowheads or quartz with gold in it. It's just pretty much a toss-up. It's kind of like metal detecting. You just never know what you're gonna get. And some days you find nothing, other days you strike it rich. This doesn't really look to be all that good of a gold panning area, though. I don't see any signs of bedrock, and that's usually what you're going to be looking for when you want to pan. You want to get down to the very, very bottom level. That's where your heavier gold and platinums and stuff like that will settle. Not seeing a whole lot too interesting, but the river level is somewhat down, so if we can't pan here, maybe tomorrow I can find another spot. Some stacked rocks over this way. Alright, well, I'm not finding too much that looks too interesting. I don't want to stray too far from my fire, so I think I'm going to head back. We'll turn you on once I start dipping. Alright, well, the sun's finally starting to set a little bit. Once it gets down over that ridge, I'll probably start metal detecting a little bit. I'm kind of interested to try down here, this little part of a beach, and who knows what might be down here. My only dilemma is my coals are just about done for dinner, so I'll keep them brewing so I can try and search a little bit before I eat. just remember, if you're out in the woods, before you build a fire, always have your fire water ready. And before you leave, always empty it out on your fire pit. I think the fire's out. Alright, well, Jeep's all packed up, ready to go. I got the campsite all cleaned up. Always remember to leave it like you found it, or if it was dirty, clean it up a little bit. Alright, well, I'm moved over to this day use area. Got a decent signal, digging around. Got my first wheat penny. Not sure what the year is yet. I'll take a look at it after a bit. We'll find out. Alright, well, we've changed locations. I am at a place called China Flats. During the gold rush, this was the only area where the Chinese were allowed to mine. There's a little creek down over that way called China Creek. But this was also the site of the CCC camps during the 30s. When they were building the roads and trails and all that, national parks and whatnot. This here chimney, or it's actually the whole fireplace and chimney, used to belong to one of the CCC camps. I believe this is where the person in charge used to stay, and then the main office was up there. There's a large field up above. The main office was in that field. But I'm going to go ahead and swing the detector around a little bit and see if I can find something. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do any good. I've checked here before. This place is really popular, so we'll hunt around a little bit and see if I can find something. Well, it's not the crown jewels, but I found a marble. Got just a place for that.